Hello, and how are you doing today, good viber? It is your girl Esther Joy coming at you with another video. On this channel, we love to talk about love, light, joy, and peace. So if you, my friend, enjoy spreading those vibrations, then know that you are in the right place. So I am extremely, super duper excited to talk to you about what is going on in today's new moon in Libra. Ooh, okay. I've already drawn some cards, and I'm also going to be talking about the astrology side as well. So without further ado, let's just get into it, shall we? Okay, so really quickly, I wanted to talk about the astrology aspect of this new moon. So, as you can assume, our moon is in the sector of Libra right now, and that is very beautiful. Libra is the house of joint relationships, if we shall say, joint marriages, and really tapping into that responsibility that comes with that. It also has to do with business, contracts, and sharing with other people. So Libra is a really beautiful house. It is number 7, and ooh, okay, and I just got like a little epiphany that will go on to the cards. So let me just quickly talk about what else is going on astrological wise. So we also are in Libra season, so this for me really seems to amplify the energy of the new moon. And why I'm saying this is because this new moon has not only the moon in the sector of Libra, but also the sun. And by having both of these very significant planets to us here on Earth, it is allowing us to uncover a lot of energies that were subconsciously not seen. And this is going to be very significant for us as we change, because we'll be able to see what contracts we had prior to this that we subconsciously might not have understood how they were playing a role in our life. This new moon in Libra is really going to be shining a light on where those energies have been manifesting and what they look like. Now, in addition to having the moon and the sun in Libra, we also have our beautiful Mercury retrograde that has begun, and it is in opposition to the beautiful Uranus. Okay, Uranus is in Taurus and it is opposing Mercury, which is in Scorpio. Okay, it's in the house of Scorpio. So the house of Scorpio, and I'm just going to say the house of Scorpio, I do believe that it is number 8. It's house number 8, okay? Anyways, the 8th house is all about love, relationships, death. It's really intense energy. And that is where Mercury is residing right now. So our communication when Mercury is in retrograde, it's more of an internal communication before you begin to externally communicate with others. Of course, this could be flipped for some people, but this is what I have found to be prominent in most cases. So having Mercury in the 8th house, which is ruled by Scorpio, which is all about this very intense idea of love and death and living life to the fullest, really, is allowing us to really communicate within ourselves where we have maybe been compromising this intense energy, where we would like to love more, and where, what we would like to do before we leave this planet. And because it is in opposition to the 2nd house, which is ruled by Taurus, and it's in opposition with the planet Uranus, we are now seeing that there is almost this eccentric stability, if you will, the words that are coming to me, that we're really stabilizing ourselves in this understanding that our possessions and what we have, it is impermanent, and that we are looking now more for those experiences that make life worth living. And so that is also some of the energies that are present with our new moon here October 16th. in Libra. So that has pretty much all the notes I really took on the astrological side for this new moon. Now we're going to be diving into the more energetic, what you can expect and what's coming to you with some of the cards that I pulled out, and this will just be further information about the energy forecast of today with the new moon. So we have 3 cards that decided to pull out, and the first one is the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups is really a card. For me, it shows disdain about a change that has happened. So in our lives currently, we should really explore where in our lives do we feel like we have not been focusing on the good? Where have we not been really nurturing ourselves in the way that we know we should? And maybe even this idea of nurturing ourselves in the way we should has been bringing disdain because we're aware of it. Now, the Five of Cups to me is also, number 5 is about change. You have passed the halfway mark. So this change, again, has possibly brought on some dissatisfaction. You might not be thinking it is enough or where you want to be, but this is just a cycle of change, and this is confirmed with the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune really reminds us of the cycle of life, okay? The ebbs and flows of good fortune, bad fortune, it all will pass. Everything is impermanent, and this again runs really in sign with Mercury being in Scorpio. Okay, so the impermanence of it all. So with this being said, the Wheel of Fortune is also a great omen that we are open to receiving blessings this new moon that are shifting the gears. They are shifting what we have been doing. We have now began a new cycle with number 10 being the Wheel of Fortune's major arcana number. Then we can see that we have almost doubled whatever we were feeling with the Five of Cups, and that the Five of Cups had to happen for us to begin this cycle of feeling blessed, of feeling fortunate. And I'm really getting called to talk about how every single character, especially in this card, is depicted as we're reading a book in each 4 corners. And this has to do with our stability and what we are consuming, what information are we deciding to ingest in our energetic body. I'm also being called, for some of you, this could be with reading a book, writing a book. It has a lot to do with the academic side of life. So this could be a progression for you, some of you a completion, and more importantly, you are becoming stable in whatever you are researching or studying. So this is absolutely a calling for action for you to research and study more into the topics that you are passionate about. And I highly believe that this new moon is going to be encouraging all of us to look deeper into what we are passionate about. So with that being said, really take an account of what you have been putting on the back burner that you want to know more of, because this new moon, it is time for you to step into your power and to research and understand the knowledge that is meant for you. And this is really beautiful because we closed the last card of this tarot little energy reading with the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups really makes a lot of sense because, again, right now we have the sun and the moon in the 7th house. But more importantly, the Seven of Cups to me is a shift and change from the Five of Cups to the Seven of Cups, okay? Because the Wheel of Fortune is showing us that time is always turning, okay? The wheels are always spinning. So with that being said, we need to be understand that there is going to be a shift in what is happening right now. The Seven of Cups is showing us that the things that we have been wanting to create, it's time to get our heads out of the clouds and to really see what contracts in our lives can help us fulfill these missions. Again, with the 7th house, I'm really getting that we are also getting somewhat of a completion, not a full completion, but a completion of seeing what we are wanting to come into fruition enough for us to continue. And 7 is a number of dramatic change, and 5 is a number of change going over the hump. So I'm really getting that the momentum is going to be picking up rapidly. So with whatever you have in your heart that you are creating, now is the time to really pull the trigger and to progress along it very quickly, because that is, use the energies that are presented to you to your best capability. And right now is the time to really allow the energy and momentum to grow and increase and flow better and faster than it ever has before. So without further ado, that is really all I have for this video on this new moon in Libra's energy forecast. So if you liked this video and you found it useful, press that thumbs up so I know so, and can continue to make more videos just like this one. Of course, fam, I would love to know if this resonated with you, what parts, so please leave in the comments down below. And of course, if you also do your own energy readings or forecasts, then I would love to know what came up for you this new moon in Libra. So please feel free to connect with me in the comments down below and let me know. Without further ado, fam, have an amazing day and blessed new moon.